Buenos dias por todo.
Am I good? Am I good?
You look so good in that. Gosh.
Oh,
It's not
thank you.
picking up your
Thank
shirt,
you.
though.
I'm married though. Be careful.
Welcome to Hot Laps, brought to you by Heatshield Products. Race testing.
Welcome back to Hot Laps.
Wow, Shane can do it this time. He's the man. See, Shane is a jack of all trades, and that's why.
Sort of.
That's why he's my buddy. When we go to the desert, that's who I take. Shane, MacGyver.
Yeah,
All right.
You don't have to worry about getting attacked by a fox when I'm around.
That is true. Different story, but very true. All right, well, this is lap 18, and today Steve is not here with us, so it's myself, Shane, and the man from Florida, Patrick Hill.
How's everybody doing this morning?
We're good.
Great.
I'm all right.
Feel like
What's
$100.
in Escondido today?
Apparently there's a protest
there
at
is?
2
Oh, I
or
didn't
something
know
like that at City Hall.
Must be a weak one because I didn't even hear about anything.
You didn't get the invite?
No.
Huh, interesting. So, today we're going to do a kickoff question. We're going to talk about some of our projects because we got a lot of projects, vehicle projects, and there's questions. And then we'll dive into some tech time and call it a day.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of stuff
We're busy.
going on.
We are busy.
Yeah.
A lot of projects.
All right, so I didn't share this kickoff question with you because I always like to see
You like to stump me.
struggle a
Like
little
to
bit.
stump me.
And Patrick never knows them, and so you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. Period.
Be afraid.
Yeah.
Be very
Yeah,
afraid.
that's great.
Right. So here's the question, and don't ask me why. I brought it up, but I'm going to throw it at you.
Mhm.
If a genie popped out of your Coke bottle today
Uh-huh.
and said you can
Coke
pick
can. Uh-huh.
Coke can, yeah. You can pick a car and a truck. What would you get? You could have both, a car and a truck. What would you get? Car first, please.
Well, this would be my this is the reality of that answer is that I would be stumped at that point also. I'd have to sit there and think about it, and the genie would probably be going like, "Come on, I got time. I don't,
Right.
I got
Well,
other things to do."
You're on the spot right now, and you're not really getting a car after this.
So
So
car
ahead
and
and throw it
truck,
out.
car and truck.
Yeah.
Are we talking like anything?
Anything you want, as long as it's a car.
See, I'm not like a connoisseur of supercars, but I mean, you'd have to get a supercar, right?
Well, are you thinking of resale value, or are you just thinking about gowing out and doing
Gowing out. If it was a gowing out noise, I don't know. I don't know. Let me think here. See, just that's.
Stumped.
Hope you guys have some time. Truck. I would probably. I'd probably get a Raptor for a truck.
I'm amazed. I
Okay, I'd
thought
probably get
Tundra
that,
was
but,
coming out of your mouth.
But I would hope that at the point that Genie popped out of the can, that at that time Ford was offering the 6.2 again. So Raptor for a car. A car. I know what a car. A Lexus LFA.
Oh, wow.
Reliability and everything else.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you came up with that in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Patrick, you get to pick a car and a truck.
Ooh. I'd have to say on the truck side because this thing has really got me intrigued.
Everybody's starting with truck.
That's an easy one.
You're right.
Well,
It's easy.
and I'm a truck-
Patrick's gonna go for a Chevy, but that's okay.
Wait for it, because I would actually go for a nicely loaded new F-250 regular cab with the new 7.3 pushrod motor in it.
Regular
go.
cab.
Regular cab.
That's panhandle stuff.
It is.
Because I'd turn it into kind of like a 3/4 ton sport truck with that motor in it. Regular
I
cab,
see what you mean.
everything there.
Trying to get a lightning out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. And you mentioned the 6.2. I think the next Raptor truck, unless there's something government related that keeps them from doing it, that 7.3 will be in the next Raptor truck.
That'd be nice too.
It's got the power. It's got more power than that 6.2 did, naturally aspirated, and it's got all the goods.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for them when they'll announce they're going to do an aluminum block version of that thing for either Ford Performance to sell as a crate motor and to maybe use in the Mustang and other stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, so truck, I got to go with the new F-250 with that new push rod motor in it.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Does that truck actually exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't you read our blog?
You can order it that way.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
The
No.
blog I did, I got pictures of it in a truck on the dealership lot.
I saw it.
Well, my apologies, sir.
Come on, give it the program, Chris.
My bad. Patrick?
Someone doesn't read our blog.
Yeah.
Well, if you got your truck, and
so-
I'm surprised you didn't pick a Chevy. I mean, he lives and dies by Chevy, Shane. I mean, what the heck?
Well, the transmission that's in that new F-250 behind the 7.3, that's the 10-speed automatic that Ford co-developed with GM. So it does have a bit of Chevy in it.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you go.
man. Don't give out your address. People might come over.
But on the car side of it, I'd have to go with a 1969 Chevelle.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And why?
Well, I've always thought 69, when it comes to Chevelles, 69 was the best year. 69 was better than 1970. And everybody goes, oh, 1970, LS6, 454, all that stuff. But really, in 69, with the Chevelle, you could get the top of the line 396, the L78, 375 horse. You could get and then you could also get the Copo 427, 425 horse motor, which is known to be somewhat underrated. The lines are cleaner on the 69. It's a little more sharp. It doesn't have quite that rounded, badonk look of the 70 Chevelle can have sometimes. You could all sorts of different options you can get in 69. Just kind of cleaner. I like the overall looks. It's always been my favorite year of Chevelle.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah.
Check you later.
Oh, yeah, check you later. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, in 69, too, and I got to say, I picked that just for a normal average because, in 69, you could even get a Yenko Chevelle that was available. Now, if I was going to go for broke and, say, okay, here's my retirement fund car, I would go for a 69 Yenko Camaro, but in a non-standard color.
Hey,
Because there were only the 6-7 colors that Yenko Camaros were available in.
Yeah.
Hey,
and there's
Shane.
always been
Shane.
questions if
At
they've
this
ever
point, the
ordered
Genie's
something else.
cracked.
Yeah.
At this point, the Genie's cracked with Patrick. They're just like, well, sir, I'm not sure I can come up with all of that, but I'll do my best.
Well, no, I'm just, I just said, hey, that's, the Genie's probably like, okay, I got it, didn't need all the details. Or you could throw the
your
Genie
wish
for a
is
fact.
his command.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do this, or you could really freak the Genie out and ask for a Ranchero and an El Camino. So technically, you're getting a car and a truck with each pick. So you get 4 for 2.
Oh, yeah. Or
That's
like
cool.
they call them in Australia, a ute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My stepdad had El Camino. That thing was cool, man.
Yeah.
It
El Camino.
It towed the boat. It did everything. It was good times in that. So, all right. So you guys, you had a Ford, which was interesting to me because you drive a Toyota and you love them, and Patrick picked a Ford. Well, my pick.
Well, I mean, everybody loves the Raptor. I think even non-Ford people.
See, my pick would be Super Duty, F-350, 6.7 diesel, long bed, crew cab, 4-wheel drive. I'm not sure.
Why a long bed?
Because I got to tow a trailer.
You need to raise the mainsail when you're out there on the road, though.
Yeah, and they
And
don't.
when you need to park, you need like 3 spots.
They don't. Well, that's okay.
You don't have a parking spot, you have a berth.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, mine's a long bed, and I have to pull it into like 3 spots.
Yeah, I guess.
People at Home Depot get cracked. But
Yeah.
hey, whatever. So
Yeah.
F-350,
Mhm.
Super Duty,
Mhm.
long bed, FX4. I'm not sure if that really means anything. You get Rancho shocks, but I think
shocks and springs. Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's got a tow. And car, man, haven't had a car in a while. I think the last car. Oh, I had a Jetta. That wasn't a bad car. If I had to get a car,
Yeah, he's laughing. Yeah, he had a girl car.
Hey man, I was part
I'm
of
shaking my head in dismay.
I was part of the TDI lawsuit. Okay.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, and if it
Yeah,
was
at least you had a diesel.
a
Yeah.
car, I think I would probably get the like a Mustang Cobra, new one, 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that thing is just a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
But
Can't
if
can't fault
you know
that.
what, if a Genie came down, I think I would say I would like to have Matt Akala's Mustang from Best of Show and pop. It would come and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
would get cracked.
Yeah, and where'd my car go?
Exactly. Exactly. So all right. So
I figured one of you guys would go for a 95 Cobra R with the 351 in it.
see, I'm not the Wikipedia of automobiles like you, so I'm not. I mean, I know what that looks like, but yeah. Do you know the VIN number for that by chance?
I don't, but I know someone who does.
Oh, there you go.
I'd have to look through my phone, but I think I have a picture of one that Steve and I saw last year sometime. It's in this guy's collection. It's got like 6 miles. Still has the window sticker in it.
Oh wow.
That was Ford was literally selling a race car for the street. You could buy that
Yeah.
thing. It had a VIN and everything, but it was a freaking race car. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
it's-
stripped out and it was ready to hit the track.
Yeah, that's awesome.
RTR.
Mhm.
Ready,
Ready
to
to
rip
race.
or ready to race?
Yeah, or whatever you want. Ready to rip.
Ready to rip.
All right, next question.
Oh man, I'm done. I'm out of them.
Oh, that's it.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, let's talk about a couple things because we've been putting up on social media some project cards, and I know Steve's not here, and he's really the answer to all that because
Mhm.
they're basically his projects.
Oh,
Right?
we know the basics.
Yeah, so we can answer them. So we're gonna go down the list, and Patrick, if you have any questions, you can kind of chime in, but
Mhm.
we'll try to get an update from both of us on the 1965 F100,
Mhm.
the Redemption Mustang,
Mhm.
the Heatshield Bronco,
Mhm.
and your favorite. You know what it is?
The Woody.
No, it's already complete.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
TC. The Honda Trail 70.
Oh yes, yeah. Our little project.
We got more people interested in that than anything.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's cool. So F100 build. We have actually, I've been talking about it, but we have video that's going to come out on that.
Mhm.
There's a series of us trying to put this thing together.
Mhm.
Us crack mechanics.
Yeah, it's sort of like a 3-ring circus.
Yeah, trying to put
I
this
mean-
thing together.
We've got a little bit of ability, but we're
But
not we're not professionals at all.
But the good
by any
news is
means.
we're not alone, and we got people that can help us, you know,
Mhm.
like Kevin Brown.
Yeah, we have good contacts.
Yeah, that make things happen. And anyway, what's the update on that? Do
The
you know?
status of that truck?
I think it's
like-
getting the body.
Oh, like what's happening currently, or what has happened? With
Well,
it?
yeah, what has happened to it? Why don't you tell us?
Well, the frame has been had been totally stripped down, cleaned and powder coated. It's new suspension, brakes, wheels.
Brakes are important.
It has a 2018 Coyote motor from a Mustang. I think that's got a 10-speed auto in that one.
Yeah.
What else?
Now you mentioned the suspension, Shane. I don't think people realize the deal with the suspension on the truck where
Yeah,
it's had the guts from a Crown Vic, a late model Crown Vic, put into it.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the particulars of the suspension. Do you know more about that?
I know Steve's explained to me basically like the rear suspension and of the later Crown Vics that had the shoot. It wasn't torque arm.
My head
It
is
has-
blowing up.
Oh, the
Right? It has
the-
the Watts link
yes,
setup
yeah,
in it,
I was gonna say the
and
Watts
everything else for better handling to replace the leaf spring setup that truck had stock.
yeah.
Yeah, you go underneath that thing. It's like a puzzle.
It's
up
all
front-
brand new underneath.
It's all
Yeah.
brand new.
Mhm.
And then up front, the suspension, obviously the factory I-beams are gone, and it's
Yeah.
got, I think, similar. It's got the front suspension upgraded from same thing from the Crown Vic.
Yeah, an upgraded version of that. But yeah, currently now it's at a place that we know. They made one of our SEMA cars,
Mhm.
and they are getting the body all aligned on the frame, and I think they're gonna put the glass in, things like that.
Yeah, you don't want us touching the glass.
Yeah,
That'll be a problem.
yeah.
That'll be a big problem.
Mhm.
So that thing's going, and like Steve said, I mean, that's basically going to be the shop truck to kind of run around and get crazy. And Is your phone going?
No, it's not me.
Okay. Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's you.
Could be. Redemption.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I know about that is it's down at Matt Cooper's shop.
Yeah. What's the name of his shop?
What is the name of his shop? That's a question for you.
AutoWorks Resto Mods.
Well, thank you.
Right?
Yes. In Santee, California.
Yes. Yeah. He is installing the Cortex suspension currently. And that's about where that's at.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's a
that's
shell. Other than that, a brand new shell.
Yeah.
From who does those shells?
Oh man, R3.
R3. That's right. R3.
And man, Shane and I's memory. We better start more official.
It's been a long time since we had visited them.
Yeah, I mean that car. I think Steve's plan for that is to make it pristine, right? I mean, or is he gonna race that one?
I think he wants to autocross it. Yeah.
Oh, so he better not paint it.
Yeah.
I've driven.
But I think the idea is to make it look nice and not rush it. That's the lesson we have learned. We're not rushing any of the cars at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's
after the Bronco build. That was too rushed. We're still dealing with little issues.
Yeah. Years
later.
So the Bronco is up at Kevin's shop.
Yeah, it's ready to go. We were gonna bring it home yesterday or the day before, but we were having a little issue with some of the cooling fans not coming on. So just a little minor
just some gremlins, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, look forward to seeing that here, and we're gonna film some how-to videos on that.
Yeah.
And
maybe crush someone's car out back or something.
Well, that'd be kind of cool. A Toyota Corolla.
Maybe.
Mario, if you're listening, just bring your car around back.
Yeah.
And tell me about your favorite project. Is it your favorite project?
Oh, the little mini bike. Yeah, I like messing with that. That's it's a lot of fun. It's really simple. It's really easy. I mean, anybody could restore one of those. Unless you're tearing apart the engine, then you might have a little bit of issue. But
if you don't,
other than that, it's really simple. There's not a lot to it.
If you don't know, my buddy Shane is all about milling around and just fixing stuff to a T. He doesn't let anything go half-assed. So he's worked on this Trail 70, and in the beginning it wouldn't start. We put new carb on it.
Yeah, we were just missing.
Battery,
yeah, had flat tires. It needed a carb, a gas tank, a new wiring harness, some things like that. At this point, we got it running.
Right.
But we need an accelerator cable. The throttle cable is kind of old and sticky and just not.
And
not
it's stuck
working
wide
with
open.
us. Yeah, and it's stuck wide open. Yeah.
So you start it goes. Wah!
Yeah.
Sounds crazy.
How hard is it to find a new throttle cable for one of those now? Is there anybody making new ones, or you got to find NOS parts or something?
They still have Honda parts for that, believe it or not. But there are companies that specialize in those things, and they have some aftermarket parts available and some like reproduction type parts. But for the most part, yeah, you can find everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's an update on our project.
It's time to answer those burning questions. It's tech time here on Hot Laps.
This first question is, it's just for you. And again, thank you for everybody that submits questions. We try to answer all of them. I try to make no repeats, but sometimes it's a little bit hard. But keep sending them in, and we'll happily answer.
Send in your questions. Also, send in your topics you may want us to talk about on our podcast.
Oh, that's
give
a
us some
great
ideas.
That's
we'd,
a great
we'd love
idea.
that.
So the first question, like I said, is just for you. Let's call it Double Bag It.
Double bag it.
So I have a 2017 WRX with an aftermarket downpipe.
2017 WRX, okay.
Yep. I have a heat wrap on it, but I want to further reduce under hood temps to reduce heat soak, longevity, etc. My question is it advisable to use heat shield armor over the exhaust wrap?
No, I wouldn't do that. I would use the heat shield armor, and then I would give yourself about a 1.5 to 2 inch gap, maybe, depending on the size of your pipe, and angle to have that opening pointed at whatever you don't care about getting hot.
That was a quick answer.
The gap is just
so absolutely no.
Pipe
Do
doesn't
not
get
cover
overheated.
your exhaust wrap with more armor.
Yeah, no.
That's
No.
going to over-insulate that pipe,
Yeah, it will.
especially on a turbo application.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you have some type of commercial application or industrial where you've got some really thick-walled metal, you don't want to cover it all the way like that.
I mean,
Or
this is
double cover it.
double bag
Yeah,
it?
more is not better. I wouldn't double bag it.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, and these are questions, like I said, that may seem crazy to us because we deal with it every day, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have the question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good question. I mean, we already know what'll happen because we've tested out that scenario.
Right. And I think a lot of people think more is better, and sometimes it's just not.
No.
And on the downpipe application, we definitely recommend for exhaust wrap Inferno wrap. If you don't want to use the
Yeah,
armor.
if you're not going to use armor, use Inferno wrap. And
Yeah.
And then just have you don't want to overlap it too much.
But honestly, on the turbo application, I mean, the armor is a game changer.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you haven't seen the video of Hot Feet Aren't Cool,
Oh, yeah.
we went to a performance muffler shop, just car shop, and we took FLIR video of what the armor does.
Yeah.
I mean,
Significant
Yeah, I
difference.
mean, you could cook bacon on that one pipe. It was
Yeah.
it was amazing, and
And then
so-
after you could sit up there in the seat barefoot.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And so I would highly advise you check that out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Any input, Patrick?
I'm actually working on my neighbor's daughter who is just graduated from Georgia Tech, and she's an engineer like her dad. I'm getting ready to talk to her, tying into that and go into the thermodynamics and the formulas of how raising exhaust gas temperature, how that then in turn increases velocity, and what the correlations there, so people can understand what they're getting on that velocity as that heat increases, thanks to the armor keeping more heat in everything. And how it relates to the turbo spooling up and everything else, and also the exhaust scavenging coming out of the motor to pull more spent exhaust gases out of the cylinder on the exhaust cycle.
Yeah.
So that way you get a cleaner burn on the next intake cycle.
Yeah. You increase efficiency. You increase power.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question 2.
Go for it.
All right. What heat shield would you recommend for my spark plug wires that are too close to my header? Do you sell a kit for this, and what does it include?
For the spark plug wires?
Spark plug wires.
We have a sleeving called hot rod sleeve that would be perfect to put over your wires. But you could also, in addition to that, cover your it's a header. Is that what it's on? You could cover your header with some of our header armor. It's our heat shield armor, and you'd have a double benefit there. It's okay to double up when it's on two different things. It's
There
not
you go.
doubling up.
And we do have a kit for that.
Yeah.
It comes with the sleeving, and it comes with 16, I believe, of the heat shrinks.
Yes. Yes, the sleeving for the spark plug cables. Yeah.
And the armor is separate. We have.
Yeah, that's separate.
But yeah, if your spark plug wire is touching the header, you may want to look at rerouting that.
Yeah.
But we definitely have a heat shield for that.
If possible, yeah.
Yeah, if possible. And we also sell the boot, the heat shield boot. This is different. They're asking to cover the wire itself, but you definitely don't want the wire touching the header, but this will help if it's close.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Especially if the guys are using, a lot of guys, they're using the shorty header plugs. So
Yeah.
then naturally that's putting the boot end and the end of the spark plug wire in more danger.
Yeah.
All right, last question.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. What's the best exhaust wrap that can be used in a confined space? Did I say that right? Confined
In a
space.
confined space.
Yeah, I try to sound smart. My mid pipe goes around the oil pan, trans, over the subframe, etc. I want to insulate it with the best product.
Well, the best wrap we have would be the Inferno wrap.
Yeah, for sure. Which is not fiberglass, it's silica based.
Yeah.
So it takes a whole lot more heat.
Mm-hmm.
And as we like to say, it's the only one that will actually take 2,000 degrees.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely use that.
And we're up to the challenge on that thing, because if anybody says that anything else is going to take 2,000 degrees, I don't think they're being truthful with you,
Yeah.
Shane.
Yeah.
I don't know about
And-
you.
No itch. No itch. No fiberglass. No itch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an easy one to work with too because it's very pliable and flexible.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mhm.
So Inferno Wrap is definitely the best. The most popular is our Lava Wrap.
Yeah, because it looks the coolest. Yeah.
But if you're running Boost, we definitely
High temp,
recommend
the Inferno,
that
yeah.
Inferno Wrap. And if you want to wrap it Inferno again, you may want to check out the Armor as just a.
Yeah. If you have a need for the Inferno, you may even need some armor.
Yeah, again, I can't talk
Though his,
more than.
I was
Go ahead,
going to say his application too. It sounds like he's saying it's the pipes running by the oil pan and everything. He might not have enough space, depending on what thickness to armor. I don't know, because I got Shane, you might have some input on that. Is how much space he's got to actually physically just fit the armor on the pipe in that area without it like constantly touching the oil pan or
yeah.
something else that's run close.
Yeah. Yeah. You may not have a big enough air gap for that.
Yeah, air gap's really important.
Mhm.
I mean, probably more important than anything else.
Yeah.
Got to allow air to get through there and wash that heat away somehow.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else? That's
No.
all I got for tech questions.
That's all I got.
All right. Should we-
Anything to add, Patrick?
I did see that someone's working with us. That IM Shield for late model Hemi is being played with on a dyno someplace. That we might have something to share with people in the very near future on that front.
Oh yeah.
We're pretty excited about
Yeah.
that, and I don't want to give too much of a peek under the tent because when
Yeah.
you peek under the tent, you may see an elephant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the bearded lady naked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
It's interesting with that one because Holly just announced more stuff coming out for retrofitting the late model Hemis, Gen 3 Hemi into older Mopars. That market is finally starting to get rolling and really become, it's climbing more towards like the LS market has been into older vehicles because
Yeah.
now more aftermarket companies are coming out for stuff to get those things in, not just physically get them in the cars, but also to have controllers, ECUs, and whatnot that can run the engine and transmission if
Oh,
people
nice.
are reusing the factory automatic.
Yeah. Nice easy kit for you.
yeah, we do have something coming, and it's going to be big. I know there was videos taken of it, and yeah, they're close to you,
Mhm.
so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we do have something coming, and we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Just some more proof that what we sell functionally works. So
Mhm.
it's good information. So with that, if you want to drop a comment, tech at Heatshield Products or podcast.com.
Wait, tech at heatshieldproducts.com.
Or don't you think most people know that?
You never know.
Okay. It could be .ca, which would
Yeah,
be
who knows?
Canada.
Could be
but we're not
.org,
from
could
there.
be .gov, could be
Yeah,
.edu.
right. That's true. So yeah, tech at heatshieldproducts.com.
Yes.
Podcast at heatshieldproducts.com.
.com.
Or just send us a question on our social media, which is
Yeah.
Instagram is Heatshield Products,
Comment down below.
or comment down below on this on this video that
Yeah, we
you
read 'em all.
hopefully are going to watch on YouTube. So, like to say thank you for listening, and if there's anything you'd like to say, Shane, go right ahead.
Oh, bid you adieu.
There you go, Patrick. Last chance, but don't make it 30 minutes.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's Friday. It's time to end the week on a good note and head into the weekend.
Oh yeah, it's beer o'clock at your place, isn't it?
No,
Alright,
no, it's
what
only
time?
12:30 here,
Oh.
so
Oh, that's not too bad.
He's drinking his Coke just
Oh.
like you do.
Okay. Oh, it's still Coke time.
there is nothing else in the Coke.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. I was blinking the wrong eye.
Okay, Letterman.
All right. Thanks for listening, and we bid you adieu.
Yeah, we bid you adieu. See you later, Patrick.
From everyone at Heatshield Products, we thank you for listening to Hot Laps. Leave that review, subscribe, tell a friend, and most of all, stay cool. We'll see you next time, right here on Hot Laps.